All right, so we're just gonna go over 3 things for a headache. Headaches are super common. A lot of times people just deal with them. There's a lot you can do with manual therapy, like with a physical therapist form, but if you just wanna try some stuff on your own, 3 things that might help out. So the first is, if you have a muscle that's tight or sore, you can either do foam rolling on it or try to stretch it. It's really tough to get some of the muscles up underneath of the skull that cause headaches as far as trying to massage those. One of the best ways is to use lacrosse balls, tennis balls, baseballs might be a little bit too big, but it might work. And if you just put them together in a sock, they'll essentially go on each side of the spine. So your spine goes in the center, and then each one of the lacrosse balls or tennis balls goes kind of in those muscles that are up underneath that a lot of times will relay a headache or head pain up across into the forehead. So you just have the 2. You'll have, they'll be underneath. Again, it'll kind of be common sense where you want them. If you go too high, you'll just be on the bone, and too low, you're in the middle of the neck. So you'll be able to feel where those soft spots are right underneath of the skull. And from there, you can land there a minute, 2 minutes, kind of move them around. You can do different head movements if you want to go side to side. You're just looking for a little bit of pressure. It may cause a little bit of a headache. If it does, a lot of times that's actually what you need, is some consistent pressure in there to reduce the headache eventually. So I would say maybe 2 minutes, something like that, just to see if it'll release some of that pain and tension back through there. So that's one that's kind of like a self muscle release. The other 2 I would say are actually strengthening exercises. So a lot of times during the day, what our neck does is go forward, and then our head pivots and goes up, which pinches that area down through there. So those muscles then get super weak and really tight. So one way to strengthen them is to actually do, it looks really stupid, you're basically giving yourself a double chin. It makes it look kind of dumb. But you're just gonna be on your back. You're gonna do a little bit of a nod. So it's almost like the same motion as saying yes. So first is a nod, and then the head lifts up. So it's a really small motion. You'll be able to feel some in the front, but you should also feel it back in here. So again, a little bit of a nod, and then up. And that is it. You may do 10, 15 reps. You can hold for a couple seconds while you're up there. And again, the point is just to start strengthening back through here. The third one is a little bit of postural. So it's the muscles back through here, similar to what you're doing here, but then also some of the muscles around your shoulder blades that help keep you back a little bit. So for that, you can go on hands and knees. So now you're going to use the same motion that you did with that chin tuck kind of retraction there. You're going to maintain that. And then from here, you can move the arm. So you can go out to the side, work on pinching the shoulder blade back a little bit, and then back down, maintaining the head position. Or if you want, you can go forward, working back down through here, through the lower trap. So just kind of, you can play with it and do different arm motions. You may do 10, 12 each side. And again, you're just focusing on strengthening everything from the top part of the skull or the bottom part of the skull down and through the mid shoulder blades.